Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So we have had a pullback onto structure, and that bit of structure is pretty much in the zone. We'll get to that on lower time frames now. Oscillators eased off. Remember what I said earlier in the week, don't really want to be long when oscillators are like that, and very true. And the other thing is we've had a break of the 155 and we haven't had a retest of it. So now that's, you're always looking for that kind of opportunity. So at the moment, for me, we're looking for a bit of structure for an opportunity to buy, anticipating that this is a inverse head and shoulders break or a flat top triangle break. So we're right in the sweet spot at the moment, or the zone. There is a little bit more to the downside, which would be in this area, and then you've got all these tails here, which could also offer an area of support. So this is a fairly wide and, should I say, volatile zone that we need to pay attention to. So we did get a pin bar, didn't get a confirmation bar on that pin bar. I suppose there would be people that would be long on this pin bar at the moment, but it's after hours. Bear in mind, we do have some, we do got public holidays in the UK for the next 2 days. So that basically means a number of the traders in Europe anyway would be on holiday. So it could be a sort of a meek and mild day, or alternatively we could be just waiting to see what the US does with US data today and tomorrow before picking a direction again. Yeah, for me the DAX has probably a stronger potential of a reversal happening. So in other words, the current downtrend that we've had for most of the year, it's volatile. You can see how the swings are pretty big, but we are forming higher highs and we are forming higher lows. So that's if you look at it on the 3 hour, we're kind of not clear structure, but we definitely sort of forming legs to the upside. So this zone is still what I want to be paying attention to, and you can see we're rejecting, oscillators grouping to the downside. We start looking at the hour, and you can see yesterday was pretty much a nothing day up until the US opened, and then we had a bit of a plummet. All these gaps closed as I was expecting, and the other thing is we're now right on our 1 hour 155 EMA. So this is a fairly interesting zone. So if we can hold this, then we're definitely looking for a move to the upside. However, because we have a crossover of moving average to the upside, I'd want to see a break of the current high and a retest of this morning's high at 14,385 before looking for a longs to the upside. Alternatively, I'm going to be looking on this area down here, and you can see if you look to the left, it's pretty messy, to see if we can find some kind of support off 14,320, 14,280 and 14,220. So that is kind of the areas we're looking for. We've already got one bounce here, which is an inside bar. So if we do get another inside bar or engulfing bar here, that would form a double bottom with a swing high here. So and what you'd be waiting for is an opportunity to get in, nice tight stop, see if you can break through that. If you can't break through that pin bar there, then take profit, sit back and wait for the next structure. But at the moment, I have a feeling we're going to be very, very quiet today, and probably just range, unless there's some catalyst that comes out later this afternoon which will drive markets. But I think volumes are going to be pretty thin. So that's kind of my view at the moment. Very, very cautious. I don't think there's an opportunity at the moment to jump into this, but there's definitely one brewing. So just watch these levels. If you're seeing something on those levels, then it's well worth paying attention to. Just a recap on yesterday. You can see nothing really giving you. There was no clear break of structure, no bounce off structure. I suppose that was the closest one there. But you'd be below the moving averages, so you would be below the trend. You'd be looking for better opportunity to short. Looked like one brewing there, didn't materialize, and then so it would have been a day of being stopped out, to be honest. This was never really a clear. There's never sort of a when it's like this. There's never a clear opportunity. So You always look in hindsight and oh, look at that, there's a nice pattern, and everything lines up perfectly, but it didn't bounce off any resistance, so it's not clear. In other words, you shouldn't have taken it anyway. So anyway, I'm rambling at the moment. It's a clear sit in hands for me. When we're looking like this, really clear sit in hands. And just wait for these levels to downside, see if they can hold. If they can't hold, then we are pretty much moving back down to start testing each of these breakouts here. So if we break through the structure, then each one of these tails that you see here would be the next area to pay attention to for a buying opportunity, but it could also be just a pullback to test the breaks and then a continuation to the downside. So that could basically mean that we're top of range and then start breaking trend lines and move all the way down to test these tails here. So everything to play for, I suppose. If we can hold this area, then we definitely have an opportunity for a bigger break to the upside. It's going to be tough if you look at the left. There's lots of structure here. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.